Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Our lesson for today is to solve more questions. We are coming to solve science more questions, which will prepare the BEC candidates for their upcoming BEC exams that they have. So we are going to solve 40 objective questions. After that, we'll talk about the theory part and a podcast part as well. Now, let's start with question number 1. It says, as energy flows through the trophic levels in an ecosystem, only some of it is transferred from one level to the next. What happened to the rest of the energy? A. It goes back to the sun. B. It is used for metabolic processes or lost as heat. C. It is absorbed by the soil and the atmosphere. D. It is converted into various forms for conservation. Okay, so the right answer for this question is B. It is used for metabolic processes or lost as heat. It is used for metabolic processes or lost as heat. So when some of the energy is being used, the rest of the energy is being used as what metabolic processes or lost as heat as well. So that's the answer for question number 1. The answer is B. Now let's move to question number 2. It says, technologically or technological advancement has produced gadgets like blenders and corn mills, which is an improvement on the indigenous technology, which involved A, we have fufu pounding mortars and pistols. B, we have grinding stones and earthen wall mortars. C, you have switch ovens and firewood. D, you have coal and charcoal. So for the technological advancement has produced gadgets like benders and combis, which is an improvement on the indigenous technology, which involved. So which of them is an examples of technological advancement? Yes, that's improvement in technology. So you can say that fufu pounding mortars and no, this one is the automated one. When we talk about the C2, the firewood, no. The charcoal one too is no. So you can say that it's B, right? The grinding stones and earthen wall metals. Yes, that's the answer for question number 2 as well. So question number 2 is B as well. Let's talk about question number 3. It said the most effective method to control houseflies is the. How can you control housefly? What's the most effective method? A, you have elimination of breeding sites. B, prevention of contact with the food surfaces. C, biological control method. D, chemical control method. And the answer is A, elimination of breeding sites. You're supposed to eliminate all the breeding sites of what housefly so that it will prevent them for breeding. Right? Yes. Okay, so the answer is A as well. Now question 4. It says muscle cells contain a greater number of mitochondria compared to other cell types because yes, the muscle cells they contain a greater number of mitochondria compared to other cell types because A, the more mitochondria there are in the cell, the more it can repair itself. B, muscle cells are responsible for protein production. D, C rather, energy is produced only in muscle cells. D, they require a lot of energy to contract and relax. What is the answer? Moses said there are greater number of mitochondria compared to other cell types. The answer is D. They require a lot of energy to contract and relax. Yes. Now, question number 5. In a tug of war, Team A exert 200 newtons and Team B exert 180 newtons. Calculate the net force. Calculate the net force. So for the net force, you just subtract Team B from Team what? A. So it will be 200 Newton minus 180 Newton. And if you do the subtraction, you get 20 Newton as the final answer. So the right answer is what? D. The right answer is D. 20 Newton. The right answer is D. 20 Newton. Now let's move to question 6. Let's move to question 6. It says, according to Newton's laws of motion, yes, as you know, Newton proposed 3 laws concerning what? Motion, right? So according to the Newton's laws of motion, I, an external force is required to keep a body at rest in each state of rest. The acceleration of an object depends on the force applied and its mass. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Even objects remain at rest or in uniform motion unless acted upon by an external force. So, concerning the eye, is it an external force is required to keep a body at rest in a state of rest? No. How? That if you apply force, maybe there is a book in front of you and you apply force to it, it will be all stable at where it is. If you push it, if you apply a force to it, like it won't move, it will be at rest, it will maintain its position. So it's not true. Newton didn't say anything like that. Okay, then the acceleration of an object depends on the force applied and its mass. That Newton's second law of motion. Yes, Newton's second law of motion. So it is a good point. Then I. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yes, that is Newton's third law of motion, right? Yes, that's Newton's third law of motion. Then even objects remain at rest or in uniform motion unless acted upon by an external force. Yes. So that one too is Newton's first law of motion. Is Newton's first law of motion. So Ivan is the right answer for this question. So that right answer is B. The right answer is B for question number 6. Question number 7. It says the grasshopper undergoes the process of incomplete metamorphosis to become fully grown. One way we can tell that it is at the nymph stage and not fully grown is that, so as you know, when we were in Form 1, we learned that of the housefly. Form 2, we learned about mosquito. And Form 3, we learned about the grasshopper, right? Yes. So you can say that the housefly and the mosquito, for them, they are complete metamorphosis because they go through all the 4 stages or all the 3 stages before they can become an adult, which will add up to become 4 stage, right? But when it comes to the grasshopper, that one, it involves 3 processes. So 3 stage will come before the adult stage will come. So the question is asking that what is one way we can tell that it is at the nymph stage and not fully grown? So what the answer for this question? So the right answer, A, let's mention the possible answers before you choose the right answer. A, you have nymph feeds on soft and succulent plant forage, but adults feed on a variety of plants. B, the nymphs have colored wings while the wings of the adults are uncolored. C. Names have uncolored wings. Pass. Whilst the wings of the adults are colored, the names can fly, but adults cannot fly. The answer is C. Names have uncolored wings, pass, while the wings of the adults are colored. Yes. So that was the answer for question number 7. Question number 8. It says electromagnetic force is the fundamental force that A. acts between charged particles. B. Is exerted by air molecules on an object. C. Opposes the relative motion or tendency of such motion of two surfaces in contact. And D. Pulls objects with mass towards each other. The right answer is A. Act between charged particles. Act between charged particles. Let's talk about question number 9. Question number 9. Which of the following is formed from covalent bonding? Yes. You know that covalent bond is formed between two nonmetals, right? It's formed between two nonmetals. So A, sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal. Chlorine is non-metal. So that one is iron bond. Magnesium. Magnesium oxide. Magnesium is a metal, and oxide, that's oxygen there, is non-metal. So that's iron bond. Methane. The carbon there is non-metal, and the H4 also there. H is also a non-metal. So that's a possible answer. Methyl compound is not a covalent bond. So the answer is C. Methane is covalent bond. Methane is a covalent bond. They share their what? Electrons. That's share pair of electrons. Right? Yes. Because 2, 4, then the 4 need an extra 4 electrons to become stable. So it won't give out. It will share together with the other 4 hydrogen, the atoms of hydrogen. Okay. Nice one. Question 10. What force is required to accelerate 900 kilogram car at a speed of 4 meters per second squared? So from the Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma, that's mass times acceleration, right? So what force is required? F is equal to ma, that's mass times acceleration. So the mass is 900 times 4, so you get 3,600, and the unit is Newton. So the correct answer is what? B, 3,600 Newton as the final answer. Question 11. It is when fertilizer is applied through irrigation systems, either dissolved in water or mixed with the irrigation solution, it is termed, when fertilizer is applied through irrigation systems, either dissolved in water or mixed with the irrigation solution, it is termed A. Broadcasting. B. Foliar feeding. C. Incorporation. D. Fertigation. And D is correct. It is termed as what? Fertigation. Question 12. The main mechanism in the operation of a bicycle is the main mechanism in the operation of a bicycle is the A. Level system. B. Wheel and axle system. C. Pulley system. D. Inclined planes. So this topic is for machines, right? The main mechanism in the operation of a bicycle is the answer is wheel and axle system. Wheel and axle system. Question 13. A rabbit can be described as A. Monogastric carnivore. B. Ruminant carnivore. C. Monogastric herbivore. And D. Ruminant herbivore. The answer is C. Is a monogastric herbivore. Yes, they eat from the herbs. Right. Question 14. It says, calculate the voltage across a wire of resistance 4 ohms if 3 ampere of current passes through it. Yes, as you know, the formula for the voltage is V equal to IR. So that's the current, the voltage equal to current times resistance. Current times resistance. And the current is 3 times the resistance is 4. So you get 12. So we get 12 volts as your what? The final answer. 12 volts, which is A. So the right answer of question number 14 is A, which is 12 volts. Now let's move to question number 15. The pulmonary artery transports. The pulmonary artery transports A. Deoxygenated blood to the lungs. B. Oxygenated blood to the heart. C. Oxygenated blood to the lungs. D. Deoxygenated blood to the heart. The answer is A. Deoxygenated blood to the lungs is the right answer for question number 15. Now let's move to question 16. A cation ion is formed when an atom. A cation ion is formed when an atom A breaks down into pieces, B loses an electron, C becomes charged, D gains an electron. So this one is between B and D, right? Cation ion. So the right answer is B. Cation ion is formed when an atom loses an electron. So question 16B. Question 17. One property of a base is that A turns blue litmus paper. Question 17. One property of a base is that A turns blue litmus paper red. No, that one is acid. B has no effect on litmus paper. No, it's not true. C turns red litmus paper blue. D tastes sour. No, that one is acid. So the right answer is C. Base turns red litmus paper blue. So C is the right answer for question number 17. Question number 18. When Beta is heated, the change that occurs is physical change because A. The change is irreversible. B. There is a change in mass. C. No substance is formed. A new substance is formed. The answer is C. No substance is formed when Beta. That one, the Beta, it will remain the same. When it become cold, it will turn into the old one. It become hard as well. Okay. Question number 19. The image formed by a convex lens is the image formed by a convex lens is A. Rare and inverted. B. Virtual and inverted. C. Rare and upright. D. Virtual and upright. The answer is A. Rare and inverted convex lens. The image formed by is rare and inverted. Question 20. What energy change is occurring in the body of a boy running to school? What's energy change? So A. Chemical to mechanical. Heat to B. Heat to chemical. C. Chemical to heat. D. Heat to mechanical. Because of the food in the body of the person, chemical energy will start. Then potential energy, kinetic energy, which would combine to make mechanical energy. So the right answer is what A as well, right? Yes. 21. If a gardener notices poor drainage in the soil, which physical property should they evaluate? A. Texture. B. Organic matter content. C. Porosity. D. Color. Yes. So for the drainage, you're talking about the porosity. C is right. Question 22. If you observe rocks disintegrating due to acid rain, what type of weathering is this attributed to? Yes, due to acid rain. So A. Chemical weathering. B. Biological weathering. C. Physical weathering. D. Mechanical weathering. So acid rain talks about chemical weathering. So A is right. Question 23. When testing a solution and its pH reaches above 7, it means the solution is what? A. Neutral. B. Basic. C. Acidic. D. Poisonous. Is basic. Yes, that's base. Right. So the right answer for question 23 is B as well. Question number 24. In evaluating soil for its water retention capabilities, which texture would you expect to retain the most moisture? Okay, so the right answer for question 24 is, so A is coarser soil, B is finer soil, C is cloggy soil, D is compact soil. So which of them will retain the most moisture? Okay, so B, finer soil. B is the right answer for question number 24. Let's move to question 25. Question number 25. It says, traditional hand fans made from leaves or paper were used to provide cooler body and room temperatures. Which modern technology has replaced this indigenous method? Okay, so A, micro oven, B, shower bath, C, air conditioners, D, kettle heaters. Also for cooler air, one modern technology which has replaced the traditional hand fans is the air conditioner. So C is right. Okay. Then question 26. If you were investigating the properties of a new substance, which characteristics would you indicate it is an ionic compound? So they are talking about the characteristics of what ionic compound. Low melting points, not true conductivity, not true conductivity in gaseous state from crystal lattice. So the answer for question 26 is C as well, from crystal lattices. Yes, from crystal lattices, one characteristic of ionic bond. Question 27. It says one primary purpose of crop rotation is to A, increase soil erosion, B, deplete soil nutrients, C, control pests and diseases, D, to reduce crop yield. So the right answer is what? Is C, control pests and diseases. That's one main purpose for crop rotation. C, control pests and diseases. 28. The breeding of animals for specific traits is known as the breeding of animals for specific trait is known as A, house breeding, B, targeting rearing, C, selective breeding, D, arranged rearing. The answer is C, selective breeding. Selective breeding. Question 29. It says the greenhouse gases include A, the I is water vapor and carbon dioxide, II, nitrous oxide and methane, III, chlorofluorocarbon and ozone. You can see them, all of them contribute to that. So C is right for question number 29. C is right for question number 29. 30. Some of the microorganisms found in the soil are A, bacteria, B, earthworms, C, termites, D, rats. So bacteria are found in the soil. Bacteria are found in the soil. So question number 30 is A as well. Question number 31. One positive impact of grasshoppers on human is that they help the ecosystem by decomposition of plants, continue consume crops vegetation, spread non-communicable diseases. Okay, consume crop vegetation. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. Spread non-communicable diseases. That one too is not true. So it's on the I, help the ecosystem by the decomposition of plants. Yeah, they decompose plants. That's one positive impact they impose on we the humans on earth. Okay, so let's move to question number 32. 32. The hydrogen atoms combine with nitrogen atom to form a molecule. Each hydrogen atom shares a bond with one electron from nitrogen to form one molecule of the compound. The compound form is ammonia. That's B. Okay, so question number 22 is B. Is B. Let's move to question number 33. The process of green manure entails I. The use of legumes. I. Growing green plants into soil. I. Getting rich soil nutrients from decaying plants. All of them are right. Uh, yes, so C is right. C is the right answer. I, I, and I. You see the diagram below shows a food chain in your backyard garden. Use it to answer questions 34 and 35. So you are using this diagram to answer the question 34 and 35. You can see that you have the first diagram is lettuce and the snail and the shoe. So it says question 34 says lettuce is important in the feeding relationship above because it's uh, is the only one that uses sunlight to convert water and carbon dioxide into food. I forms the beginning of the simple chain. I makes load of food and other nutrients for the benefits of snake and shrew. Ivan possesses all the energy needed for the relationship. So question 34 is C. I is right. I is right. I is right. But I even is not right. It doesn't possess all the energy. What about that of the snake that will provide energy for the shoe? So that tells that it does not possess all the energy needed for the relationship. So the right answer is C. Now let's move to question 35. A strange disease suddenly kills most of the shoes in the garden. What will happen? A. The number of snakes will increase as it will not get snakes to feed on. B. The number of snakes will increase because there are fewer predators to eat them. C. There will be no change in the garden as lettuce and shoe can survive on their own. D. There will be decrease in the number of snakes as there will be little to feed on. The right answer is B. The number of snakes will increase because there are fewer predators to eat them. Yes, so the number of snakes will increase, but they will feed on lettuce, they will reproduce, and no snake will what feed on them as well. So the number of snakes will increase. So the right answer is B. Now question 36. Silverfish live and hunt with army ants and they share the prey. This relation can be described as silverfish live and hunt with army ants and they share the prey. This relationship can be described as mutualism. Yes, the answer is D. Mutualism. They help themselves. They benefit from each other. Yes. Since they are sharing something, they are benefit from each other, right? 37. A type of semiconductor used to amplify or switch electronic signals is called question 37 is what D transistor. You know that transistor is a semiconductor. It's used to serve as an amplifier, right? So it's transistor. Question number 38. 38. An example of man-made ecosystem is A desert, B crop fruit, C wetland, D river bed, or is crop fruit. Yeah, that's man-made ecosystem. Okay. Question number 39. The storage house of bacterial cells is the A nucleus, D mitochondrium, C vacuole, D cell membrane. The answer is vacuole. That is the storage house of bacterial cells. Question 40, which is the last question. It says which of the following is not true about the cellular cell wall of a plant cell? Yes. Which of the following is not true about the cellular cell wall of a plant cell? A. It gives shape to the cell. B. It is permeable to water, gases. C. It is impermeable. D. It protects and supports the cell. The answer is C. It is impermeable. So that is the end of the section A. I'm giving you the section B. Then you try your hands on. Then you send it to me in your convenient time. Right? Okay, so this is the practical section. Yes, 1A. This is a question 1A. Talking about Newton's laws of motion. So we study them carefully and answer them totally right. Yes, and the 1B as well. Ecosystem is there. You study them and do it nicely. Yeah, ecosystem. And the 1C is agricultural tools. You study it as well. 1C agricultural tools, you study it. Then you try your hands on as well for me. I hope you can do it well. It's something which is within our environment, even if you have not been taught. Yeah. Yes, 1D. 1D. That one is acid base and salt. Acid base and salt. That one too is not difficult. Acid, the first topic in Form 3. So that one you can try your hands on and send me the answers as well. Now let's go to the multiple choice question. This is question 2. This is question 2. Yeah, yeah, question 2. Question 2 is not difficult at all. You have the A, feed formulation. You have the B, chemical production. You have the C, talking about ecosystem. You have the D, talking about forces. Question 3, velocity of weight 2000 kgs moving at a velocity of 12 meters per second. Yes. Then after you come and answer the previous questions. So this is the continuation of question 3. Continuation of question 3 is not difficult. It's not difficult at all. Okay. And this is question 4 as well. Atomic structure, gain economy, charging and discharging capacities. Yes. Question number 4. That one is cool. You can try your hands on and send me the answers on WhatsApp as well. I will go through it for you as well. Continuation for question number 4. Yes. And question number 5. As well is not in court. So that's what about the paper and of the CTS as well. So you can try your hands on it, then send me your answer for the theory part on WhatsApp. I'll leave my WhatsApp number on the comment section below so that you're able to take it and send me your solutions when you are done as well. Good luck.